I am your host Naeem bin Mohammad Rafi, and this is your YouTube channel Zamir Universe. Today I am going to present some facts and show you some clippings of actual proceedings and compare between India and Pakistan what happens in the Legislative Assembly and how difficult, how the open questions are asked. So you can see where it's actually democracy. As far as the practices are concerned and the elections are rigged, it's more or less the same. Same money matters. Their main election commissioner is a dirty old man and most dishonest, and is the one who is bought. And same happens to the Chief Justice or the higher court. There are some judges who have a price tag on their head, and they help the people to put up and bring them in the government or take them out. It's like just outsourcing the elections and outsourcing the result. So both countries are same. But in here my focus is the farmer. Now both are the countries where the bread basket is especially in Punjab, whether it's east or it's the west. Now after partition, you can see now that nothing here in Pakistan is supported, nothing is subsidized, not at least subsidized to an extent that it really helps to keep the farmers in their business and let them do and plow their fields. That is the only thing they can do. And when army wants to take over the flats, there is nothing else from making corn flags to the cycles, to the banks, to the real estate. There's even IPPs producing electricity and charging you the capacity payments in dollars. They are everywhere except at the borders, because they would like to reconcile, as they have done in the case of Kashmir, and they would like to reconcile with the Taliban, which unfortunately they cannot, because in between there is a KPK province where the more disliked leader, which they don't like, has got his form government there. So that's what they should have really been in good terms with him and like hand and glove, and unfortunately that's what they are not. But you see the cleverness of Narendra Modi across the border, and see that how he, and some of the speeches I'm just going to produce and in this vlog so that you can see for yourself. Also see what is the cost of the fertilizer there and how electricity is free there. And still I think farmers had the complaint of working hours and the payment space, and they won. Now they did not win everything, but you can see for yourself, at least they are better off than Pakistani farmers. Last year the price of the wheat was 4,200, and this year most people sold it in 2,300, while the cost is 10 times higher both for the urea and the other fertilizer. So where and what the farmer can do to survive? Unfortunately, no one is there thinking for them, because the infighting going on in this country for the last 6-7 years, and I hold responsible to these Sharifs who implanted General Bajwa, knowing fully well that he is not a Muslim, and being an Ahmadi, state has declared that Ahmadis are not the Muslims, but he still appointed him because the man reassured, and I think he put his hand on the Holy Quran, that he isn't. His father-in-law is, his wife is, but he isn't. So God only knows what the secret was, and unfortunately he didn't want the present chief of the army staff is infighting between these the big giants, and you have like a sandwich spread. The public is now being crushed in between there, and they have no mercy, neither the Sharifs nor Zardaris nor the people, neither the MQM nor the people. They are just like birds of the feather flock together. Whichever side is heavier, whichever side is stronger, they will just go and join them. So my intention is only farmers, not politics, nothing to do with the Pakistani government, nothing to do with the Indian government, but the farmer and farmer alone.
Pakistan is still dealing with the devastation caused by massive floods that lashed the country and killed thousands. With tanking economy, the agriculture sector has also taken a massive blow, and the farmers are struggling. And now They have decided to take their demands to the country's capital. Over 25,000 farmers from Punjab camped in Pakistan's capital city of Islamabad for the fulfillment of their demands. They have asked the government for restoration of the previous tube well electricity tariff. They are also demanding an abolishment of several taxes. The Pakistani farmers have demanded an end to the black marketing of fertilizers, while also seeking a reduction in the prices of urea. They also want an increment in the prices of wheat and sugarcane. The protests have been going on for 5 days now, and a negotiation between farmers and the government is on the cards. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.
A fourth day of protests. And once again, tear gas causing chaos among the farmers. Gathered here at the border waiting, their march on Delhi paused. They've been here some 200 kilometers away from the capital for several days now. Their camp becoming entrenched, with police not letting them advance, and the anger against the authorities is deepening.
Only for flags.
We came unarmed, carrying only flags, farmer Sukhvinder Singh says, but the government's response has been so aggressive.
There's a deep sense of frustration among the many farmers here that India's government under Narendra Modi may have listened to their demands but didn't really hear them. They say he certainly did nothing about it.
Narendra Modi.
This government is all talk, Gurmeet Singh says, and it's full of liars. They promised us relief but didn't deliver. The farmers want a guaranteed minimum price for their crops and debt relief, loans waived. The pain of working in the fields too acute. We're worried about how to sell our crops, Manjinder Kaur says. Without a government set price, there's always the fear we won't receive a fair amount. I'm 63 years old, she says, and I've never seen a government disregard farmers like this. That feeling lingers from the protests that took over India's capital 3 years ago, demanding controversial agricultural reform laws be withdrawn. That months-long protest worked. This one is currently stalled as talks continue between government officials and union leaders to defuse the standoff. Still, the farmers gathered here are determined.
And to ask the question from the Prime Minister and the central government about their promises, why they have not fulfilled their promises, why they are ignoring the farmers, laborers of this country.
As they prepare for a long wait to get the concessions they say they need. Salima Shivji, CBC News, Delhi.
ਇਹ ਹੁਣ ਕੀ ਪਾਉਣ ਲੱਗਾ ਵੀਰ
33% ਜੈਂਕ ਸਲਫੇਟ
ਜੈਂਕ ਸਲਫੇਟ ਇਹ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਕਿੱਲਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਮਾਲ ਰਲਾਇਆ ਜੀ
2 ਕਿੱਲਿਆਂ ਦਾ
2 ਕਿੱਲੇ ਯੂਰੀਆ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਪਾਈ ਆ 2 ਬੋਰੀਆਂ ਯੂਰੀਆ ਤੇ ਆ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਜਿੰਕ ਸਲਫੇਟ
ਨਾ ਕੱਲੀ ਲੋਹਾ 30 ਕਿਲੋ
ਇਹ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਬੋਰੀ ਆ
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਲੋਹਾ
ਇਹ ਲੋਹਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ
ਪਲਟ ਕੇ ਦਿਖਾਣਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਆਇਰਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਦੇਖੋ ਲਓ ਜੀ ਵਾਕਈ ਲੋਹਾ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ 30 ਕਿਲੋ ਪਾਉਣਾ 2 ਕਿੱਲੇ 15 ਕਿਲੋ ਕਿੱਲੇ ਦਾ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਇਹ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰੇਟ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਯੂਰੀਆ ਦਾ
ਨਹੀਂ ਜੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ
ਉਧਰ 5500 ਦੀ ਬੋਰੀ ਆ
ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਆਪਣੇ 200 ਤੇ 65 66 ਰੁਪਏ ਦੀ
ਤੇ ਡੀਏਪੀ ਦੀ ਬੋਰੀ ਪਤਾ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਦੀ ਉਧਰ
ਕਿੰਨੇ ਦੀ
15-16000 ਦੀ
ਤੇ ਆਪਣੇ 1350 ਦੀ
1350 ਦੀ ਦੇਖ ਲੈ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਫਰਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਹਿੰਗਾਈ ਆ
ਬਹੁਤ ਮਹਿੰਗਾਈ
ਕਿਵੇਂ ਖੇਤੀਬਾੜੀ ਅੱਛਾ ਬਿਜਲੀ ਉਧਰ ਬਹੁਤ ਮਹਿੰਗੀ ਆ ਆਪਣੇ ਤਾਂ ਬਿਜਲੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਆ
ਆਪਣੇ ਤਾਂ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਫ੍ਰੀ ਹੈ
ਫ੍ਰੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਬਿਜਲੀ
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਫ੍ਰੀ ਏਸੀ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਪਨ ਕੂਲਰ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਪਨ ਕੋਈ ਪੈਸਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਿੱਲ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦਾ 600 ਯੂਨਿਟ ਮਾਫ ਹੈ
ਹਾਂ
2 ਮਹੀਨਿਆਂ ਦੀ
ਹਾਂ
ਤੇ ਬਿੱਲ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਜ਼ੀਰੋ ਬੈਲੈਂਸ ਮੋਟਰਾਂ 24 ਘੰਟੇ ਚੱਲਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਕੋਈ ਬਿੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਾਫ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਵੀ ਫ੍ਰੀ ਬਿਲकुल
प्रॉपर्टी आपके बाप का राज है क्या डीजल मिलता है पेट्रोल 30-32 रुपए में मिलता है उसको आप 90 से 100 रुपया बेच रहे हो आपके बाप का राज है क्या कि लूटोगे खाओगे खुद 15-15 लाख के सूट पहनोगे और किसान है उसके तन पे कपड़ा नहीं है मजदूर के तन पे कपड़ा नहीं है आप घूम रहे हो वहाँ 36 तरह के व्यंजन खा रहे हो वो सूखी रोटी खा रहा है और किसान ने अगर पिज्जा खा लिया तो उसको सोशल मीडिया पे चलाते हो पिज्जा क्यों खा लिया आपको ही अधिकार है पिज्जा खाने का आपको ही अधिकार है कूलर में सोने का आपको ही अधिकार है एसी में रहने का आपको ही अधिकार है पैंट शर्ट पहनने का आपके बाप दादा ही लेके आए थे क्या प्रॉपर्टी? आपके तो मैं चाय बेचने वाला था। नरेंद्र मोदी जी कितने चाय बेचने वाले 15-15 लाख का सूट पहनते हैं? और वो किसान है, वो कल भी फटी धोती में था, आज भी फटी धोती में था। फिर कहां से आप जनता के तेजी हो गए? आपने मूर्ख बनाया, भावनाओं को भड़काया जनता की को, और आप जनता को भड़का के वहां बैठ गए, और इस बात का पाप लगेगा। और आपको मैं तो कहता हूं कि देखना, इसी जिंदगी में रहते रहते आपको सजा भुगत के जानी पड़ेगी कि नरेंद्र मोदी को हाथ जोड़ करके, सर झुका करके और माफी मांगनी चाहिए देश के किसानों से कि मुझसे गलती हो गई, मेरी मति भ्रष्ट हो गई थी, मेरी बुद्धि भ्रष्ट हो गई थी, इसलिए मैं अहंकार में आ गया था और मैं माफी मांगता हूं, मैं इन बिलों को वापस लेता हूं। कि नरेंद्र मोदी जी को भी यह अहंकार नहीं रखना चाहिए। ये जनता उठा के ऐसा पटक देगी कि वो कल्पना भी नहीं कर सकते। और वही लोग जो आज मोदी मोदी कर रहे हैं, जो आज जयकारे लगा रहे हैं, वही उनको गाली देते हुए नजर आएंगे कि इस मोदी के कारण हम बर्बाद हो गए, सब कुछ लूट।
बहस होनी चाहिए और आप वो बहस कराएं सर कि रेवड़ी क्या है, सही महीने में क्या मुफ्त की रेवड़ी और क्या मुफ्त की रेवड़ी नहीं है। सर यहां बैठे सभी सांसदों को और लोकसभा में बैठे सभी सांसदों को सर 34 हवाई यात्राएं मुफ्त मिलती हैं। सर हमें 50,000 मुफ्त बिजली मिलती है प्रति एनम। सर 40 लाख लीटर मुफ्त मिलता है। सर अगर आज अरविंद केजरीवाल जी की सरकार 300 यूनिट बिजली मुफ्त दे देते हैं आम आदमी को, 20,000 लीटर मुफ्त दे देते हैं, तो इन्हें दर्द होता है। जब हम लोग दिल्ली में अरविंद केजरीवाल जी की सरकार गरीब आदमी को मुफ्त बिजली देती है, मुफ्त पानी देती है, मुफ्त शिक्षा देती है, मुफ्त स्वास्थ्य देती है, तो इनको हमारी सब्सिडी रेवड़ी लगती है। सर इनकी सब्सिडी, हमारी सब्सिडी रेवड़ी, ऐसा तो नहीं होगा सर। ये करें तो पुण्य, हम करें तो पाप। हमारी सब्सिडी भी सब्सिडी है, इनकी सब्सिडी भी सेफ।
यूनिवर्सल टेलीविजन को सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें, उसके बाद बेल बटन पे क्लिक करें और अपने कमेंट्स के सेक्शन में अपने कीमती जो ख्यालात का इजहार जरूर